Alright, so we're going to stick our nut on for now.
Dodge and Mercedes transmission. That is clutch to clutch to clutch.
Well, it looks like you would have to stop like right here then.
No, you have to put a preload on it, but you don't torque it until it's on the ground.
So like right there, stop.
No,
Like,
you need to load it. Like you're gonna have to put a wrench on it, at least get 20-something pounds on it.
okay.
You're gonna have to hold the... Yeah, I would say at least want 30 pounds on the preload when you put the vehicle weight on. But to finish torque it, as you can see, even with leverage, he's still fighting with it. That's why you do it on the ground.
Alright, so it's got some preload, so.
Yep, that's enough. That's enough so the bearing doesn't have to take the weight. It's a little something you learn along the ways and working on cars for 20 years.
It'd probably be smart to stick some of your lug nuts on, too, to hold the rotor.
Yep, this has a different kind of brake system. It's kind of cool.
This is the same system that the Oldsmobile has. Lug nuts are on there. That'll probably be a good time to clean the back of your caliper because it's been hit with grease and whatnot. You just take some newspaper, just clean it off. Should just slide back in like so. Alright, you need to stick your bolts back in. Now these you can't just slide them in and they go into the caliper. They actually screw into 2 points. They screw into the steering knuckle and the brake caliper assembly. Unfortunately, you have to get this right in the right spot. You might have to fight with it a little bit. And eventually it should go in like so. Okay, get your first bolt in, but make sure you can still rotate it. Your second bolt's on the bottom.
There's just not enough room to get a camera shot of it. Sorry, folks.
These bolts should slide in all the way. And if they don't, then you have a problem. So get them hand tight. I can see the rotors on there. And then you torque down the bolts 30 foot-pounds. 35, actually.
There's the bolt one. I'll put an arrow on now. And the bolt 2, he's going to torque those to 30 foot-pounds. Fortunately, there's no good way to show you that. Okay, looking on the good old Google, we read it anywhere from 122 to 159, so we're going to split the difference, call it 140. The average would be 137, so 140 pounds on that nut's fine. But you do need to have the weight of the vehicle on the ground before you do that.
Yep, so we're going to stick the tire on.
Yep. Thing. Oh, you're saying you haven't done the stabilizer. Yes, this is true, and we'll show you why. Just hang on with us, trust us, and we'll show you why.
Now it's not to be those mechanics that forget.
I had a transmission job done once early in my life. Transmission job came out beautiful, but for some reason this car had a weird lean every time you hit the brakes.
Oh, the control arm wasn't hooked back up?
No, it was hooked up. The stabilizing link was left out. So I had no stabilizing on driver's side. The car would roll really bad to driver's side every time you hit the brake.
They don't need to be on super tight, just enough to hold the wheel.
Take the weight of the vehicle on the ground.
Most mechanics I've seen in Spokane, they just use their impact gun, electric one, for this.
See, that's, you know, in the ASC it teaches you not to rely on final torque on electric or air items. You always want to do a final with a bolt. Les Schwab won't do that. Real tire shops will go through after they air torque them and test them with a torque wrench. That's just laziness right there. That's one thing I hate is lazy shops. We are not a lazy shop, that's for sure. I was like, are you going through the parking gear to do that? I hope not. Yeah, we're still in neutral. I forgot about that. Alright. As it brings it down, I'm going to show you how the stabilizer goes back in. Might have to give it a little bit of encouragement. There you go. Grab some wood and put it underneath the tire. Okay. What the wood will do is it'll force the A-arm not to drop it out.
It's going.
There we go. Okay, slow down. Get your bolt in.
I think you're sitting on it. And there's a washer here, I think. Not sure.
The washer's going to be on the bolt side.
Yeah, well, I gotta keep going. The hole's almost there.
Most of the time vehicle weight's enough, but in this case it's not.
Just a little bit more.
Aha! Go ahead and get your bolt in.
Did you just stall that?
Yeah, I do it all the time. So when they take off, they make this whistling sound. Throw out bearing goes by. You expect anything today there, Ken?
No. It's for those neighbors.
Okay, what you're going to want to do is get that bolt through.
Tighten it down, then let it go.
No. Get the bolt on it, then let it go, because you're going to have to tighten it with load on it. Not the load from the way we're doing it. So you can take it down. That's how you do that job.
I believe that was a 12.
That was a weird size.
Dude, they just abuse the crap out of those diesels.
Why do you think they won't upgrade to the 6 liter or the 6.4? They'll keep rebuilding those 7.3s just because the other motors can't take that kind of abuse. Alright folks, he's going to tighten that bolt up real quick and do one more thing and this job is just about done. Last but not least, got to torque this bolt. Like I said, we're going to wait till we got it on the ground.
Oh.
Why are you taking that off?
Wrong way.
And that's 140 foot-pounds. And we have the car in neutral. You don't want to bind this 140 pounds up against the parking pole in the transmission. That's a bad thing to do. Okay, there we go.
Now I gotta hammer this center down.
Alright, last thing, the lock. The lock that we fought with for 3 hours last night. I finally got it. We're going to show you the correct way to do the lock.
And do it like that.
Do it right on the edge and just pound it down so the next guy that has to get in there won't hate you. There you go. As you can see, that's perfect. Don't do any more.
Alright.
It is not going to come off.
Alright, so after you get your axle nut and you bend it down, then you want to tighten your lug nuts. You want to do it in a star pattern. As is going to be about 90 foot-pounds. So now that we got from this bolt to this bolt, now it's going to be cross. Torque is very important on these Subarus because it's a full floating caliper, and these bolts hold on the tire and the rotor. Alright, now this job's done.
Alright folks, well I hope you enjoyed the emergency CV replacement on the 96 Subaru Legacy, the $900 auction car. It's actually been doing quite well, the owner reports. We got a little idle issue we're still trying to work through, but other than that, all the codes we fixed. Still clear. We still got a bad cat, and I think it's the cat causing it, because it's, well, first of all, the cat's bad, and what happens after that, they just glue and stop airflow, and then your engine stalls, so. So what's next for the $900 Subaru? Well, we got to do a catalytic converter. There's a belt going away on it, tranny mount. But you got to remember, this is a $900 auction car, and you know he's gotten 4 or 5 months out of it so far. Even though we did have a bunch of work to do to it, I mean this car has been a very reliable car for being an auction. $800 find. I mean you can't get any better lucky than that. I mean that's just unbelievable to me. So next time you see it, we'll be doing a tranny mount. Click like, subscribe. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.